All right. Welcome to class this morning, this evening, wherever you are, on whichever time of the day for you. It's a good time to sort of tune into yourself and really get away from all that which is really always pressing on us, and just to kind of release it for a while so that when we do come back into life, and things come back into our field of awareness, that we can handle them all better, because we've had that little bit of a release and a lift, from within. So today's class, we're working on cultivating that intuition and the sense of seeing beyond the outer senses, because there are worlds and there's existences beyond just this physical world, and our human nature is actually has a lot of capacities which we really don't haven't really awakened, or we're not fully aware of, but we notice so we have some capacities which are just sort of latent and waiting to be wakened up. And children often, like, before they're young, before the mind is very developed, like 3 to 5 years old, they often have this ability to see beyond just the physical realm. And many people, even today, it's becoming more and more prevalent. We have mediums and people who can see. So they just have to cultivate that inner eye, which we refer to as the third eye, is really the eye which is beyond the two outer eyes. It's beyond duality. So the outer eyes see in in depth. They perceive with both. You can see depth with both eyes, and that's the left, the right, the yin, the yang, and all the duality. But the one eye, the third eye, is really a merging of the two, and it's the meditative state of this awareness of the soul, which sees and becomes aware. So we'll do a Kriya for stimulating this pituitary gland, which is actually the gland which is for inner sight. And once that pituitary gland is stimulated, it stimulates the pineal gland. So all of these higher glands in the upper chakras help us become aware of these things. And we'll do then a meditation to cultivate the ability to strengthen our inner voice. Okay, to be able to listen to that inner quiet voice within. So we'll become sitting in our sitting posture this morning. Become aware of your sitting posture. Become aware of your breath as you close your eyes, and begin breathing deeply through the nose. When you inhale, relax the belly and bring the air up through the rib cage, all the way up to the collarbones, and then release the air gently, allowing the navel to go towards the spine to let the last bit of air out. And then as you inhale, release the navel. And just take a few smooth, deep, full breaths. And listen to the sound of the flow of the breath through the nostrils. See if you can make the inhale and the exhale equal length, maybe 4 to 5 counts each. And then we'll bring the palms together and place the thumbs at the heart center. And we'll tune in the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo, ONG, Om, and let the nasal sound vibrate at the root of your nose and in the cavities of the upper palate of the mouth, and that helps to stimulate the inner perception, the third eye. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the divine creative energy of the universe, and I bow to the divine wisdom in all things. And then our protective mantra, Ad Gure Name. I bow to the primal wisdom, Jugad Gure Name. I bow to the wisdom throughout the ages. Sat Gure Name. I bow to the true wisdom, Siri Gurudeve Name. I bow to the great divine wisdom. Let's take a deep inhale together and exhale. And straighten up your spine, chin slightly tucked in. Inhale and exhale. Bring the eye focus to the center of the forehead and inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhale and exhale, relax. And just sense any differences. And then inhale, exhale, and we'll begin our Kriya for stimulating the third eyes particularly. Also, it helps for stimulating all the glandular system and balancing it. is very important for health and a good physical um, tune up. Good to do every once in a while, stimulating the glandular system. So the first posture is standing. Let's come standing. And feet slightly apart. Comfortable stance. And we'll have the thumbs at the base of the little finger at the palm, and then the fingers close around the thumbs. That's like a fist with the thumb inside. And the arms are alongside the body. The weight is equally distributed on both feet. And pull the navel slightly in towards the spine so that the pelvis is tilted, so that the tailbone is tucked, and the energy, the gravity flows right through the legs into the ground. And you can stretch up your spine gently from the feet. Bring the chin slightly tucked in, and with the arms alongside the body, keep a little bit of tension in the arms. Open up the chest. So bring the shoulder blades so they're nice and flush with the spine. Shoulders are back and down. And here we'll keep a little bit of tension on those fingers wrapped around the thumb. So keep a little bit of tension in the fists. And then gently now we're going to raise up the head only. Bring your chin up with the eyes open. Find a spot you can stare at on the ceiling and begin a breath of fire. So with open eyes, try to keep that one spot in your vision and see if you can not blink so much. Just keep the eyes nice, relaxed and open. Breath of fire. So breathe through the nose. When you exhale, the navel goes towards the spine. When you inhale, the navel relaxes. And it's a staccato breath, shallow breath. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed, chest open. A little bit of tension in the fists and arms stretched down. Just 30 more seconds. Very gently bring the head to the vertical. Relax the breath. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath briefly. And exhale. Relax the hands. Relax the breath. And relax everything. And come onto your mat. The next posture is triangle pose. So it starts on all fours, on hands and knees. So the hands are under the shoulders and fingers are spread wide. Knees under the hips and feet are hip width apart. Curl your toes under and then gently straighten up and lift up the hips into the air. Straighten the legs, push back from the hands, from the heel of your hands, so that your tailbone is upwards and pointing backwards, pushing back from the hands. See if you can bring your wrists, shoulders, and hips all in one line and begin long, deep breathing. See if you can bring the weight of your feet more towards the heels. See if you can rotate the shoulders so that the armpits are facing each other a little bit, so you have more room for the shoulders to spread out. And continue pushing backwards so that your hips are pointing upwards and backwards. Deep, full breaths. You can bring the head between the arms. The knees can be slightly soft. Okay, 30 more seconds. Take deep, full breaths. And then inhale. And as you exhale, gently come out of the posture. And you can come on your mat, lying on your tummy. The next posture is lying on the tummy. So we could just stretch out and relax a little bit. So the next posture is bow pose. And we'll just begin by having the arms alongside the body, with the legs separated. So the knees are about hip width apart, and bend the legs from the knees so the feet are up in the air. Chin is resting on the ground, arms alongside the body. And let's just relax here, breathe a few deep breaths to feel that the hips are gently relaxing with the weight of your body relaxing into the ground, allowing for a little bit of a nice stretch in the hips. Now to go into bow pose, we'll try to bring one foot closer towards the buttocks and see if you can reach back with that same hand and wrap your hand onto that and hold on to that ankle of that foot. And then do the same with the other foot. Bring it closer to you and see if you can reach back with the same hand. Hold on to the ankle of that foot. And then bow pose could be right. That could be your bow pose right there. And just head slightly raised. Or to go into the full bow pose, you would lift your shoulders and hold on tightly to your ankles. Lift the feet up into the air, lift the head up, and you push against the hands with the feet as you pull back with the hands and lift up. And here we're going into long and deep breath. See if they can have the head in line with the spine, slightly tucking in the chin. And rotate the shoulders now so that the shoulder blades come together. Open up the chest. Just a few more deep, full breaths. If you can come into your best bow pose for today, take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, gently come out of the posture, come down, relax the legs and arms and bring the head to one side and relax completely. For the next posture, we're turned on to our backs. So you can turn over and then just stretch out and relax on your back a little bit. The next posture is one for stimulating the navel center, the third chakra. It's a stretch pose. So the legs are together. We can begin with the hands under the hips to support the lower back. And we'll be raising the legs 6 inches, head 6 inches, and we'll be doing breath of fire. First, engage the navel so it's pulled towards the spine and your pelvis is tilted so that the pelvis is nicely in contact with the earth. Engage the legs with the legs together. Raise the feet 6 inches. Toes are slightly pointed. Head is up 6 inches. Eyes are open and looking at the big toes. Begin breath of fire. And if you feel you're able to maintain the lower back in contact with the ground, you can bring your hands out alongside the body for the full posture. palms facing each other, or just keep your hands under your hips. We'll be here another 45 seconds. Strong breath of fire. Let the navel pump up and down. And relax the posture. Completely relax a moment. Relax the face and the hands, the feet. When you're ready, come up to sitting again. You can bend your knees, bring them to chest and rock yourself up, or bring your knees to one side and roll to that side and push yourself up. And we'll be sitting on the heels for the next posture, if you're able to. It can also be done in easy pose, but as given as on the heel, sitting on the heels. And we'll be doing spinal flex. So the hands are on the thighs, shoulders are relaxed, chest open, chin slightly tucked in. Sitting up tall. Inhale, rock, rock onto the, or push the pelvis forward. Lift the chest and keep the chin level to the ground on the inhale. Exhale, round the back, tilt the pelvis to the back. Keep the shoulders in line with the hips and the chin also here, also level to the ground. As you exhale, continue slowly, begin slowly flexing the spine forward and back. Once you have a little ease of movement, if you feel like it, you can gently increase the frequency, pairing it with the breath. And let's see if we can bring that eye focus to the center of the forehead. As if the eyes are at the center of your head and you're looking out through the forehead, right at this midpoint. And create a nice rhythm with your breath and the movement. And after your next exhale, bring your spine straight. Inhale, stretch up, hold briefly, and then exhale, relax. Still sitting on your heels, the next posture with the knees slightly apart. And this is a relaxing pose. It's almost like baby pose. We're going to have the hands resting on the tops of the soles of your feet. So the palms are touching the soles of your feet. And we're just going to lean forward, bend forward, and if possible, bring the forehead to the ground or use a cushion between your forehead and the ground and place the forehead either on the cushion or on the ground and relax here. See if you can bring your eye focus to the point between the eyebrows, that the third eye or the one eye, and relax the breath. We'll be here for about 5 minutes, so really relax, but keep that eye focus, center of the forehead. Now begin to take a few slow, deep breaths. And then gently bring your hands under your shoulders. And then slowly come up, very slowly. The next posture, which is supposed to follow this one, is bundle rolls. And so we'll need a little space on the floor, to, preferably to either side or to one side, and where you can roll along your axis. So if you have one or two mats, or if you have some some carpeting, that should be fine. If you have just one mat, that'll be a little tight. So the exercises, we have the lying on the back and arms alongside the body, and engage all all the muscles of your body from your core, and the whole spine straight, chin slightly tucked in. And you rotate along your axis like a bundle. And so you try to move first. The first bit of movement will be hard. You kind of have to use your head and everything, bend a little bit. And then you come onto one side. From the side, you come back onto your tummy. And if you just have a half a mat, you can just come back onto your back and then roll to the other side halfway, and see if you have enough room. Ideally, you would keep rolling across the room to as far as you can go, and then roll back. See what you can do. Continuously keep rolling back and forth. Keep a good stretch in the body. A good tension. It's a good body massage. Also helps to um, balance the whole magnetic field, the aura. Keep rolling. Once you have a little momentum, it goes easier. Be careful you don't bump into something. And wherever you are, come rolling back towards your mat. And then come to lying on your mat and relax. We'll relax here for a couple minutes. So make yourself comfortable, completely relax, stretch out. Now deepen your breath and stretch your arms overhead. Bring your knees to chest. Either rock yourself up to sitting or bring your knees to one side and roll to that side. Push yourself up. Come sitting. We have one more posture with just a little meditative seated posture with a chant. So sitting in any meditative posture, we can have the fingertip of the index finger touching the thumb tip, Gyan Mudra. We'll be chanting the mantra Sat Nam in a 7-wave chant. And the Sat is very long and undulating. Is seven different undulations, and the Nam is very short. And each of the ah sounds, which undulate, have a rhythm of 5 beats, and the Nam is just one. So it's a 35 counts of Sa, and Nam is just one, very short. And with the visualization is you begin at the base of your spine with the first Sa undulation, and the second one you visualize the second chakra, which is the sexual chakra, which is just a little above the base of your spine. The third undulation is the third chakra, right at the navel center. Fourth undulation, the heart center. Fifth is the throat center. The sixth will be the forehead, the, the, the sixth chakra. And the seventh is the top of your head. And then the Naam, you'll as if project the sound out into from the top of your head into the universe. So take a few deep inhales and exhales, and then we'll begin. So just might want to listen to the first one and then join in. Let's inhale together and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and we'll inhale to begin. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Inhale. Sa. Nam. 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 Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. And exhale, relax. And now come relax on your back for the end of the Kriya. Deep relaxation. Stretch out on your mat. And we'll relax for about 5 minutes, so completely let go. Relax the jaw. Relax the eyes. Relax the breath and consciously relax every part of your body. Completely let go. Begin to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, flexing and stretching them. Make circles of your hands around your wrists and your feet around your ankles. Stretch your arms up overhead. And stretch your whole body. Stretch and breathe. And to a cat stretch. Mhm. Hello, I can hear. I think it's coming back now. Good. Okay, must have been a little. Okay, so our meditation will be for tapping into our intuition through inner listening, developing the capacity to listen to that inner voice, which is the voice of the higher self, the soul. And it uses, and for the first part of the meditation, it uses a segmented breath. So if one full inhale and one full exhale, you imagine the whole mechanism. So you're starting the inhale and segmenting it into 10 parts to inhale fully, to come to your full inhale, and you're exhaling in 10 parts to exhale. And it's through the nose, short little sniffs. So it goes like this. So 10 times inhale and 10 times exhale. And the way I do to count because we won't be able to count, we're using a mantra. So I mentally hear the rhythm and I visualize 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one group of 4, then another group of 4, and then 2. So that's easy to kind of like just hear the sound and make like a little bundle of 4, 4 and 2. That's your 10. We're using the mantra Waho, 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 Waho. So it's like Wahe, but it's Waho on the inhale. And we're doing that 10 times, mentally vibrating Waho on the inhale and mentally vibrating Guru 10 times on the exhale. I'll have a music playing which will be chanting that in the background, 10 times Waho on the inhale and 10 times Guru on the exhale. So, but I want us to also make that effort mentally to vibrate Waho, 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 mentally. Hear your own voice, not only just rely on the voice which you're hearing. And then for the second part of the meditation, we'll be actually chanting. We'll be listening to our own voice. The mudra is the hands are cupped into a little, you're like holding the fingers together and the thumbs are against the hands. And the two sides of the hands are touching and the little pinky tips are touching. And the other fingers are just curled. And you have a little space, you see between the little pinkies, there's just a little, almost just a slit, a tiny slit of space. So you don't touch fully, but you're touching the sides of your hands and the pinky tips. And this little cup you have right in front of your heart center. Elbows are relaxed. The spine is nice and straight, chin slightly tucked in. And here we're going to let the chin really go down and the eyes are slightly open. So you just have like a little blurry vision. You're looking into the palms of your hands, looking at the mudra, but the chin is really relaxed, so the eyes are just slightly open. And it's as if you're looking into the unknown, looking at your higher, sort of surrendered to the unknown and surrendered to that higher self while you're meditating in this posture. So I'll start the music and then we'll start with the segmented 10 times inhale, 10 times exhale through the nose. So it's a powerful sniff. Alright, we'll begin. Waho, 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 guru, 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 waho, 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 guru, 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 guru. Waho, 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 waho. relax the posture. Now for the second part, the hands are in Gyan Mudra, and we'll be chanting 8 times Waho and 8 times Guru. So 8 times Waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. And we'll play the music. Eyes are closed. Just relax a moment. And take a deep inhale, exhale, and let's bring the palms together. Place the thumbs at the heart center. Feel the two palms connected and the fingers. Connect to your heart center and give thanks for all the gifts. Thank you. Thanks to this opportunity to open up all the possibilities for deeper knowing. And let's sing together the Long Time Sunshine song. Connect to your inner light. Feel the love of the divine and let that love surround you and let it spread as you sing. Let's inhale for 3 long Satnams. Sa. Naam. Sa. Naam. Sa. stillness, we listen to the inner voice of truth, the truth of the soul, the light of the soul, which is always there. It is always guiding us. It is not insistent, is not demanding, is constant, and always our friend and guide. May we be grateful for that guide which is there, grateful for all the opportunities, all that's open before us, all the gifts. May we receive with light, love, and joy, and spread these gifts to all. Sat Nam.